Baby went to sleep. Now it's time to stream. I am like spent, so doing something super low energy. This is actually my super low energy piece right now, because all that's left is rendering. I don't have to think very much. Except I'm modifying her hair, so she doesn't remind me of someone too close to him. I am going to. Thanks to my friend's influence, I am going to modify her to look like that lady from a game, I guess. You can guess what it is. I need a strong lady. The strong lady with a boy, like attitude, I suppose.
Bro, how do you all die?
Like her stature is gonna be more square and short. The kind of body type you don't see very much for the ladies. Just think dwarf. The male dwarf. You know, how they usually make female dwarf too cute. But male dwarfish. There's some ladies with that kind of body type. I think it's fair to increase representation. Maybe not an X, but a lens or something. Lens would be good too. X's are very common. Lens doesn't make sense if you're not writing on something, honestly. So I'll do X, I guess.
Of course, guess what droid's here? Yes, of course. Guess what
You might hear my husband playing in the background. Let me just get this in. Yes, because he is playing right now. So my baby's sleeping, but he's playing. So you might hear him occasionally. He's playing right next to me. That's why it's gonna be very obvious occasionally when he gets loud. Really want to work on his VTuber, but that's also a high brain intensity project, so I can't do that right now. Just only low energy stuff. Playing a game will be too high energy also. That's why it's like only on Saturday.
Grievous is finally dead.
It's I guess it's
Behind us.
is this at least sad that you're too tired to play, you know?
Like we said, the heroes should only be able to
Guys doesn't seem to have that issue, being too tired to play. Oh wait, they do. They just watch a movie instead. I paint. I frankly think art is a very relaxing hobby. More people should get into it. Sometimes games can be really intense. Not that restful. For a piece of art, yes, very. Usually quite restful, quite chill. What was it? I forgot what's Oh yeah, VTubers should not talk about politics, which I do avoid and don't pay attention to it anyway nowadays. But what I do think gender stuff is pretty fun to talk about. And we're still kind of in the midst of it, in the midst of changing landscape, gender landscape. Quite frankly, for me personally, I am still adjusting to the new gender landscape too. It's honestly quite nice to see both sides complain. It's kind of weird for me to say this, but what is complained can be adjusted, right? What is not complained is actually more of the issue. I'm glad to start hearing both sides complain. Well, in a sense, like complain is a communication as well. If you don't complain, people won't know. But too much complain can be very toxic. It's all about balance. Then that balance is hard to find. What is too much? What is toxic? I guess that's your very, very quite a bit independently, like individually, I suppose. Different personality type can take different level of stress and different level of stress and different level of differences, right? Some personality type can take more and some personality type take less. It's like it's hard to feed everybody the same dish because some people will be allergic to this and some people will be needing that more. I suppose this is why there's no right equation to culture, just as there's no right equation to a piece of art. If you want to really talk about that, it's all depends. Let's say, for example, I was just telling my husband today, there is no right way to do a piece of art. There's really none. Given how many different genres I have studied, it's all about personal preference. That's what create art. You can say that human face, however, has like human recognition. Like if you're painting a human, you're working on a human body, then yes, there's rules. You gotta make it recognizable, believable. The rule is very fake though. It's, you know, it's really whatever the audience like at the time. For a period of time it was Picasso, right? What he does doesn't really much resemble a human. But he influenced art styles, cartoon styles, and a whole trend was built from his painting. And then of course there's other kinds of arts at different era, different time. Then right now, I do like the trend right now. It's really pretty. Right now it's very international actually. One group affect another quite a lot. Because everything moves so fast, you know. I'm glad now I have found a solution for her. I didn't know what to do with her, but I don't want to take her off of this piece. But I didn't want her design to stay what it was. Let's give her some kind of shiny eyes. Me likes. I think Max needs an INTJ girlfriend. He is, I don't know which one he is. He is probably an E or an I can't tell. He's actually a very old character, Max. This one, the blonde guy. It's actually a very old character. I have him since I was middle school. Um,
I literally want to remove from the game. I want to remove from the fucking game, bro. It's just a dumb fucking class.
oh, oops. Now she starts to look like a different character of mine. That's gonna be troublesome.
I am. Nothing's happening.
How about this?
What? There is no square. I died.
I'm literally creating her on the fly. Hi. Oh, you have no email notification? I'm streaming too? Awesome. Okay, let me join you. I'm gonna go on get Discord then. Safe.
I don't get it, bro. I never actually get on when
Oh,
never
you.
play the game. I look up. I get shit.
Waiting on my graphics card update one day. I'll join you on Discord. Let me join you. Okay, coming in. Oh, let's see. Where is the output to? Oh, I'm not hearing you right now. Hold on. Default. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Okay. Now I hear you. Now I hear you.
Hey.
For some reason, it's not working with the default. I have everything on default. Should be working, but no, not really. Oh well.
Guys, literally have a guy on the left-hand side. No one's paying attention.
I can hear your hubby.
Hello. Yeah, I put his icon up because people are gonna hear him.
Oh yeah, it's like he's telling us something. Go to
Yeah.
the left-hand side. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh God, I should put you on speaker for him to hear you.
Oh no! I want distractions.
Hold on, I'm finding your page right now. Oh, 80 followers! Yay! I don't know who followed me, but yay!
You have 80?
80, yay! Okay, hold on. Where are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, I need to move my husband's icon right now.
You can get up a little bit.
Guys, you still there?
Okay, I guess.
There.
It's a little bit hard to do a feature at once.
Oh yeah, kinda. Unless you get that extension, apparently you can do it where everyone's like, you have multiple people on the side, like the typical streaming you see on YouTube. Now I'm like, The way I do it, I think, is the current workaround without paying for any of that junk.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Come on, why are you capturing the wrong window? Ah. Wrong window.
Right?
Go away.
3. Completely unloading
Capture it.
intro.
Come on. Are they? Hmm.
You know how much damage he took? Literally fucking nothing. He was
There we
half
go,
health.
there we
3
go.
heavies were putting laser rounds in
How do I full screen this? Can't be too much.
God damn it, bro.
Nah, Max. Okay, here we go.
We're both working on Max.
Fine, just fucking help me, bro.
Max needs love.
Okay, I will join. I will just go into your chat. Hey. Oh, you have 5 people. Nice.
Well, one of them's probably me.
I have like, I think I have like what, 3, 2? Not sure.
One is me.
I see Z. I see C hanging
Yeah.
around.
Nice. You're welcome.
Yep. Z popped in not too long ago.
Oh, okay. Alright, I need to put in some music for my side now.
13. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's right, bitches. Because I was playing a character.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
Z
wait,
is
would this still
wild.
capture it if I shrink it?
What is it?
The window.
I can't see this.
Minimize it, it won't. But if you shrink it, like isn't the size of the window, it still will be there. But if you minimize my window, you won't see it. Like right now, it disappeared.
Damn it. Okay, it's back up.
12 o'clock. Alright, bro. I gotta go to bed.
La.
Good night, AJ. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Stay tardy.
There we go.
Alright, bring me back my music. My music I can shrink. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, I think my hubby is done. No, it's fine. It's actually pretty funny.
No, it's like what I'm only catching like one side snippets of the conversation. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's just copying you right now.
I hate when they play a certain character. Sorry.
Yeah, just bring that side of you on stream, you're fine. It's pretty hilarious.
Grass. Where's the grass? Or no, it's not grass. It's dirt. I keep forgetting that they're on dirt, and I keep wanting to do grass. I made a boo-boo about it before. Dirt, not grass.
It's a pretty dirty camp.
Well, which makes sense too, because even if there was, it's a meadow that even if there was grass, so many people walking on it.
Yep.
Down.
Yep.
So I'm like, remember, it's dirt. It's some grass.
It's not a park. It's not a park.
Yay! You changed it, Zib. Alright, background, study trees, and put the dirt separate. Nope, no, I see it. It's showing up in my chat. I see that you changed it to Zib.
What?
Oh, someone in my chat was changing
Changing their name?
their name. Yeah.
Ah.
Which I like. Twitch lets you do it every so often, I think, as long as it's not taken.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I changed my name to, yep.
I'm stuck because his phone already has the original. I'm like, oh well.
Usually, really want to finish my husband's VTuber model, but that's actually a pretty brain-intensive task. My
Oh.
brain literally can only handle rendering right now. Can't even color.
Oh no. It's like mindless stuff. But I think I'm like, I'm gonna color. It's like draw. No, I need to color.
very low brain intensity stuff right now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Low brain function.
Yes. And that's rendering. And rendering that doesn't require me to draw too many things.
Mm. So got that. Yeah. I think I'm the stage. Ho ho! Almost. It's only been how long? There we go. Okay.
Wonder if I should. I don't have a character that's a different eye color. Might as well.
Eye color. Yes.
Everybody's gotta have one.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotta have one. Collect them
Yay.
all.
I have one character like that, but there's like a whole story reason why they have eyes like that. But you can totally pinpoint what inspiration I had, except I changed the eye color. Like, Final Fantasy X. Like, Yuna has
A
one
classic,
green eye?
yeah, it's a classic.
Like,
See?
And there it makes sense why she has one green eye and one blue eye is because of her mom was Albed? Did I say Albed? So, and they typically have green eyes, but this green eyes was usually a swirl like her cousin Riku, and that's how you can tell, but no one knew. So I'm like, yeah, I like that.
For me, there's really no reason.
Yeah, anime, it's cool.
It's cool, exactly. Try one of those crazy eyelashes too. It's the new thing nowadays, like the eyelashes. Some part of the eye white goes into the white lashes, the eyelashes for some freaking reason.
Yeah, I remember when, like, looking up some of the older, series anime, the style was they had
If
more
it were possible, I would have wacky eye colors, he says. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. Me too. Look at me. Like, what color I have?
There you go.
I will have purple, shiny eye color.
Yes. Yas. Pretty.
What would you have, Elise? Eye color wise.
Me?
Yes.
My natural eye color is technically green, but it's kind of
Actually,
like...
you already have cool eye color. Never mind.
Like, if you look, like, I always, even on my license, I have it down as green, but it's kind of more, like, gray green right now. It slightly changes, depends on what I'm wearing. Like, it makes it, how light
That makes
reflects and
sense.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, vibrant green. No, they're not vibrant green. They're... I even sent you a photo. Let's see, it was the latest one I just took on my eye. Literally for, like, that reason. Let's see.
Dang, you already have cool eye color. Okay, you don't need a special one.
Here, I'll send it so you can see what from the other day, where I was wearing. I don't remember what I was wearing when I took it, but right, there you go. There, you can see it in Discord.
Okay, I'll check later. Right now I can't.
Yeah, I know, it's all good. Yeah, so it's like, that's whenever I do myself, though, I give myself more vibrant green, though, to make it pop. Always they look kind of more gray blue, and I'm like, hey, just pop them.
I think the more gray usually means that there is some, like, blue in it, I think. Because blue eyes tend to get gray. Yeah,
that's from my dad's side of the family. My mom has the green, but she's not vibrant green either.
I see.
We definitely have it, so yeah.
That's so cool.
Hey, get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Okay. Temporary way to. You don't. Ooh, I have not seen Detective Conan forever, so. Ooh, okay, that's kind of spooky way of doing. That's cool though.
What?
Oh, Amazes. He's talking about how he's gonna do a reveal for one of his characters, and like Detective Conan before when they show the killer on screen without giving any like defining traits, they're just like literally this a black blob of a person with eyes.
Oh.
So he's like using that technique. So I'm like,
I
oh,
see, I
that's
see.
cool, spooky. So because you
Yes.
know always if they show a defining hair or whatever, it's like I know who it is. It's like.
Oh yes. There's a lot to be learned from mystery writing.
Definitely. Like how many times in actually watching mystery shows, especially from the 80s, the killer you only slightly see him from behind, or they always have to wear some glove because always you can tell if it's a man's hand or a woman's hand,
Oh,
even the size of
right.
the shape. So then, or always all you see is like the weapon, like you see a knife or a gun, and then or whatever, and then that's it. Because always anything more you would know.
Yeah,
But apparently, Columbo apparently is different in that you actually always see the murder go down, and then he is the one uncovering it.
Oh,
but
wow.
it's like you actually see it versus all the traditionals like a murder happened, who did it, and we're figuring it out with the detective. But in Columbo, it's like we know who did it. Get him.
Yes. That's like the opposite way of writing it. Yes. And Z have won the jump contest. Congratulations.
See. Yeah, I was on Jay's stream last night. She went to like midnight,
Oh, really?
and she has all the Kirby's running around.
Yes.
That was fun. That was so cute.
Kirby's are so cute.
Man. See. There.
She was so excited with the stream avatar. She's gonna do the boss battle too. The whole 9 yard.
Good. Oh my gosh. Zib, why did you have a
Columbo is something I've been
latte?
seeing for memes a lot lately. It looks interesting. Mystery stuff is a minor interest I have. Oh, good. Mystery is definitely writing it and creating it versus actually enjoying it. Two completely different things. That's what I've found.
That I've tried. I'm like I cannot for life of me do straight up mystery. I can have one little mystery element, but it takes a certain brain to be able to plot from point A to point B to be able to plant clues and stuff. And with me, I'm like, I have to. Mystery has to be part of the plot. It cannot be plot itself. I can't. It has to be short story form.
It's hard. That's why most of them do closed case mystery, you know? Not open case. Open case is like for you will chase forever, you will never end.
Oh yeah. That's good.
And the most difficult part about writing a mystery piece is that you have to lay in the clues for the viewers to feel smart, and at the same time trick them.
Oh man.
That's hard. It's really hard. You have to do both simultaneously with the plot.
Yeah.
It's like I think if I actually do some, I don't know, I guess if I do more game developing, maybe I would get that ability, but right now I don't have it.
Right. Like I know Roxy's pretty good just from her one game, but I'm just like, can I pick your brain? I have no idea.
Well, she is INTJ.
There you go.
Are the natural mystery writer.
And it's like,
They are like they do puzzle for fun.
Yeah, me, I'm like, why do I need to do this? And that's like the Zelda people. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this Saturday is a puzzle game, guys. Need to help me out. Help me out. I normally don't stream puzzle game, but the dev asked me so nicely. I agreed, and then realized, oh, it's a puzzle game. Oh shoot.
I'll try. Depends on what time I have to work in the evening.
Well, it is the usual time, the Saturday 8 to 10. It's okay. The death will be here if I get stuck. I'm working until 4 p.m. my time. Hopefully I'll catch it. Okay, hopefully you'll catch it. Help me out. Help me out. Oh, it's like puzzles not my. I'm not like super bad at it, but it's definitely not my strong suit either. You like puzzle stuff. Yes, I can tell you're that type.
Oh, I gotta get.
That's why I'm going like, help me. Come on. Wrong color.
There we go.
I actually had to set up camp on my husband's computer because the moment I loaded that game, I'm like, oh, same problem with the realms, divinals, realms of divinals, because the game is not fully optimized for my graphic cards level. So I set up camp on my husband's computer. Hopefully it'll be alright. His computer has much stronger graphic card than mine. But I don't have stream avatar there, so no block myth for that one. But the last time I streamed in Divinals, I had to turn off the block in anyway. Yeah, it's a mystery detective game, that one. And there's another strategy game I'm supposed to try. I got a key for it, and I need to try that one too. That'll be on a different week. I found out I think I should just stick to one game per night. That will be a little bit easier for me. Otherwise, the next day I'm like, blah.
Yeah, makes sense. Unless it's a really short.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's a really short game of within like 20, 30 minutes.
I can
something.
do 1 hour, it's fine. But it's just like,
Yeah.
I cannot do 2 hours. 2 hours, the next day I'm literally just like, too tired.
Yeah.
And I
so.
usually have a church leadership meeting next day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And you're like, I got game on my brain.
Yep. Cleaning up. Save.
Save, quick. Right, I need to do.
Is your side okay? Your side is also loading. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Low graphics card issues. At least it's not like it's only flashes of black screen of death, not actual black screen of death.
Yeah, that's I if I get that presently with my computer, it's because my monitors get mixed up and my laptop screen goes, and all of a sudden everything goes onto my Cintiq.
Yeah.
Like, I think I sent you the photo of it. I at least sent my friend, and it's like, oh no, stop it. But I can't get a new laptop yet because it's expensive and there's a chip shortage.
Oh,
so I'm
the chip shortage.
So, and anyways, I'm talking to my friend and my brother-in-law. They're like, yeah, wait for M2. And I'm like, I know, but so hopefully.
Oh, I totally feel you.
Totally hope my computer is good.
I heard that reported, yes. Yeah, I heard that reported. It's a fallout of the war effect as well.
Mm-hmm.
And COVID and just like there was a meme going around. It's like, how do you feel about your fourth once in a lifetime? What was it? A disaster or something like that.
It's so true. This like our generation. Well, you're like technically a little bit tail end and beginning of my generation, but it's like our generation has already endured so much. You more so than me because you have how many years up on me, and then now already. I'm not even like halfway through life technically, and how many things have we been through? Like every
Yeah,
10
I know.
Years. It's supposed to be every 10 years, not every 2 years. Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, I just want peace, man. You know, this is why Chinese always say 平安, which is like, which is it means peace, but it means, like everything is quiet, like smooth and quiet and peaceful. Like this is what Chinese say peace is when they try to like give each other greeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 平安 as in like hope everything is smooth and no turbulent. And that's how I feel nowadays. It's like I don't want any trouble. Please just stop. Please just be like boring and smooth and quiet.
Silas keeps. There we go. Come here. There you go. Here. I'll get an email notification for you. Or maybe I can get it.
I will gladly have some boring times. Z agrees. Yes. We miss boring. Give me boring. No more drama.
Oh, how weird. I still have not gotten a stream notification for you in my email.
Oh.
That is so weird.
But it will show on Discord, right?
Discord it does, but I usually, since I'm following you, unless I hit something on accident. But it's just not even showing up. Like you'll say, "Oh, my machine has gone live," and it's not.
That's weird.
Yeah, and that's how usually I know if I not on Discord. I go on my email. I always keep my tab open, and I'll see notification, and I look. Why aren't you?
That's weird.
No, notifications are on. Why that? What? I'm following you, and I'm got notifications on. I don't know. That's so weird.
That's really weird. Maybe I'll check my setting. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure when you went live, it sent out to your followers, but that's just so weird. I don't know. Should be a natural thing. I don't know. I'll get some doom and gloom for I love these simple backgrounds.
Yeah, simple backgrounds, yes.
More.
Still need some destablishing shot from time to time, though.
Oh yeah, I know for sure. That's why whenever I'm like gonna have to do a comic, I'm like, what do I do during this panel? Especially if you color everything, you're like, you can't just have a blank panel like in manga. You can do that, and then when you colorize it, you're like, what do I do? And that's
just
when I'm
the
like,
sky, or take the previous background and blur it.
Yeah. See, now I know because I ran into that when I was doing my one. Like as an exercise, but I'm like, what do we do? What do I have to do every time? Oh, kind of deal. Like, no. The art of comicking. I don't think there's any tutorials really explaining that about what you should do in those kinds of backgrounds. It's just kind of like you just. Like I know you've talked about with like colors and stuff. Like when I decide to go desaturate this or this mood is more like that. But always it's kind of like, I don't know.
Oh really?
I don't know.
Oh,
and then
that's a neat.
Okay. And then webtoons is they kind of always do. They'll have like actual backgrounds, or they a lot of times do like the typical anime style background.
Yeah.
Like when they do the whooshing of the colors, or they do some pattern, and it's like that makes sense. But what do you do when it's just a regular thing going on? I'm like, oh no.
A regular, what kind of scenario is regular?
Well, I guess like it's just talking like inside of like some place,
talking.
rather than So like you just like it's not necessarily like an emotion shot. They're just talking or various things, and I'm like, what do we do here? Or they're outside, but they're like
Oh.
the original background does not have any buildings there, and I'm like, what do I put on the sky? Like
Usually I put sky or take an establishing shot that I did earlier and just blur it.
yeah, which that makes sense. Versus when I was doing the Kiko Noir, I'm like, dude, what do I do? I don't know. But that was the whole point of it. Exercise. Like, ah. What scares you, Zib, for comic making?
What scares me?
No, Zib is asking something. She says one thing scares me for comic making. What?
Oh.
What? Everything scares me, Zib. Are you kidding me? That's why I'm not doing it. I'll hire someone. Gotta write it out first.
For me, it's like nothing scares me in comic making.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna do it. And you've been doing it for so long, too. Like, it makes
It's like
sense.
literally at the point of just an expression for me at this point.
Mm-hmm. With me, I get stuck. Right? Like, I don't know what to do.
Oh,
And
just
then I'm like,
for
okay, then I
comics.
sit down.
She's like,
Yeah.
see, Macy is fearless. I'm like, oh no, just for comics.
Like, wait, hold on now. Slow down.
When it comes to like COVID, I'm like a scaredy cat.
I think we all have something that we're rather fearless in, but and it's like, wait a minute, no, just that.
Yeah, just not comics. I have been like doing it for ages, and it's just at the point of just personal expression at this point. Yeah.
Let's see, there we go.
Yeah, but even when Jay is like talking about like how webtoon adapting to phone format can be tricky,
Ugh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, what's tricky about that? That's literally my inner reaction. I mean, I get it. I get her point. It can be kind of tricky with kind of. I don't see it as hard. I can see it as tricky. It can be
Right,
slightly
yeah.
tricky in terms of timing, but all you have to do is calculate the proportion of the screen from your first one and give it a little cushion. That's all.
There you go, the master speaks.
To me, it's just a different size paper
Right.
that's all
I mean,
connected.
yeah, that's like for me, I didn't grow up with that, so I kind of have a hard time thinking that same thing where, do you know what? I guess the way you can explain it is it's almost like square aspect ratio of what we grew up on, the square TV. And so that way you have to break it up each like a square box per scene versus in traditional page, you have like a full thing, a full rectangle to do it versus now you are pretty much contained in a square for everything and then you can play around with it and then you just have to do it vertically versus horizontally on, you know, a vertical page. Not that I know anything about comicking at all.
It's for me it's kind of like if you look at every comic page, regular comic page, and only do 2 panels, 2 to 3 panels. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
And
That makes
the only tricky part is when are you going to break up the boxes, and but that's actually not too hard to figure out for me either. It's just like every panel that I am going to give emphasis on, you break it up. It's the ones that you want to contain, probably the ones that you wanna feature someone talking, like a small moment, a small motion, opening a door, window. The things that you normally already do small panel for on a regular page. Yeah. And if you're introducing a character, that's the time to open up the panels, because that's like a big you need a big panel for that. Usually on a regular manga page they kind of open that up anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different, and I mean, people aren't forced to go the webtoons format. Like, I still like even on webtoon, I follow comics that still post the traditional comic way, and they have tons of followers still, whether they're new or they're older. It's like the old
I may
newcomers
have
don't
missed.
mind.
Yeah, I may have missed the golden era of webtoon though
Mm.
by delaying too much. Sadly.
We don't know.
But it's okay.
might-
I don't like webtoon as a platform, and I'm glad it got burned.
Oh, look at this. She's throwing shade. It's here for all to see and hear. It's like,
Yeah, I just still don't like it. I don't like the way they manage webtoon so far.
oh yeah.
I've been on enough platform to know that this is not a great platform for me.
Yeah, definitely. Which, same thing. I'm trying to throw a bunch of, because again, how many hours it takes for me to
Yeah,
do all that.
literally just setting up a mirror site. That's about it.
Yeah,
At least for
and
my work, that is.
Yeah, and then for a point to be like, okay, let's just say after how many, we'll say it's just only on this site. Again, because again, it depends on how much. If we're not have much interest on there, then it's like this is just to draw people in. But if we're spending literally how many hours to probably like an hour plus for one chapter for me to upload there, it's like it's not worth it because we got how many chapters for e-depth for me to do with how many pages? 5 minutes per page? It's like I I did that with Tapas to a point, and that was years before we got to where we are like a week at us, and now I've got 1,000 pages plus to do for Tapas. I'm like, not Tapas for webtoon.
Can you take care of her, please? No, she's not. No, she's not. She's gonna wake up.
Oh no, the baby.
She kicked off her blanket.
Oh boy. Restless or too hot.
Okay.
Bam!
He got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mama Bear Mode just wanna charge.
Let's see, where did I put from? He is right here.
My husband go like, stay where you are.
Oh, that's so nice. Is he namely working from home right now, or does he have to go into an office?
He does have to go into an office. A store, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know for a while he was off or couldn't, COVID and all that. Okay.
Oh no, he found a job really quickly after. Yep.
Yay! That's so awesome.
Yeah, he won't have any issue finding a job, really. It's just the issue is making enough because of the industry he's in.
Oh, yeah.
The industry and the role that he's in is like, they just don't want to pay too much. It's bad.
It's like, geez, almost like I need a living wage or something.
It is a living wage, but probably not enough for New Jersey.
Yeah, and it's like, the other day I was getting grilled by my
To
mom.
feed
Like,
two
how much
spouses and a kid.
Yeah, like my mom was like, how much you making? You might be technically on the poverty line. I'm like, I don't know. I don't keep track of that. No, I work. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
like, I don't know. It's like,
It's hard
don't
for
look
the
at it.
American not to be at poverty level when things are getting so expensive.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, meh.
And it's also kind of a great burden that they put on the company when the insurance is just simply so expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
And all these benefits that the companies have to provide.
Yeah.
But of course, like there are some companies that they definitely can raise wages. They have the capability to doing so, and they just don't want to do it. Versus small companies that really can't do it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Some things really need to be from the government level.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Smack. There you go. There you go.
Yes, those big companies that can raise wages but don't wanna. LOL. Meanwhile, they report record profits. Yeah, they're really good at stashing their profits elsewhere and report zero profit at the same time.
I
You're like,
know, it's
oh,
IRS needs to
we
get after
made a lot of
them.
money, but we are all reinvesting it into, like, say, a new center or whatever, like, all rolling it away. And then they're like, oh, we got nothing for you to tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Oh boy. That. Ah, there you go.
Rich people are especially good at dodging.
And
That's their special skill. They learned all about it.
think this is all correct. Nope. Wrong. Okay, good.
Getting the hand in correctly is also quite a challenge.
Me, I'm like, what is a hand? I don't know.
I think currently what is actually challenging to me will be learning how to do game design, I guess. To actually make a fun game. That's because I'm not mature. I came from the background of like just full of art, but not so much games.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm learning a lot from playing indie games actually.
Yay! Oh, okay.
I swear though, I want to start doing a compilation of all the indie games that I play that does not have an escape key. And then go like,
Why would you not have an escape key?
where is my escape key? Where is it? Where is it? Please do not assume that we will not have to quit your game halfway during playing. And please do not assume that your game will never freeze. Give me my escape key. Capiche?
Control Alt Delete. It's like,
Yeah, I have used the Control Alt Delete so many times, I swear.
it's like,
And
That's
I've
probably
only played
cool.
13. 14
oh my goodness.
indie games. I can check my YouTube log and I know.
Oh man.
It's like, I swear there's just enough of them that now that if I check an indie game, I'm like, oh, it has escape key. It has escape key.
It's a luxury now.
It's a luxury. But then when I like go to like actually play like those AAA games or like established games, then it's like escape key is right there.
Yeah,
It's right there.
My friend.
And oh my god, it brought up this huge manual that I can customize. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have a whole team working on that. So that's why it's so good.
You're
Now I'm
just
like, oh, look at this. Now I look at manuals, I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful manual. This is a beautiful manual.
so good.
Good graphics. I sleep. Escape key? Yes.
Oh man. Make
Yeah.
or break the game, literally.
It's like, escape key, please. Escape key. Give me my escape key. Yeah, I'm gonna like compile all of them. It's like, if I find out that. And actually, the one that I'm streaming next doesn't have it. I already found out. Anyways,
man.
so.
First complaint / feedback. I love your game, but it needs an escape key.
Give me my escape key. Oh.
Oops, dude. No. There we go.
I'd be like doing group, like all the clips of like ones that doesn't give me escape key and save it, and then do a compilation and go like, give me
Oh,
my
man.
escape key, and do something funny so that they will all remember it.
Oh yeah. Machines light blacklisting shame. The wall of shame.
Oh shit! Oh no, escape keys.
There you go.
I can't take it anymore. It's just I can't take it anymore. I gotta make a point.
No
Give me
more.
my escape key.
They broke you only how many games in already?
I
Like,
know.
No more.
Can't believe how much I missed that key.
Took it for granted, and now you're like, no.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know,
no.
right? You play every established game, it's all there, so you just like take it for granted that it should be there. But with indie games, because they all like, especially Unity people and Unity and I mean, with us as on Rampy, it's not too bad because the Rampy Tom, the guy who developed the engine, already programmed it in by default, so we don't have that issue. But
Yeah.
other
He knows.
developers that do their own manual may have it.
They just, I guess it's one of those things they just think we don't need it, or it's one of those things that's so obvious you happen to overlook it kind of deal.
I think it's just like just too obvious. Most of them, they will put an exit of the game, an exit to the game on their main manual, but they don't tie it to a quick key, which is the escape key.
Yeah. Like, no, we need multiple.
It's a critical component. You see, the game design is one field that where I'm going like, okay, this field is criticism and critical feedback is absolutely needed. Absolutely needed. It's not like a maybe. It's not like a nice to have. It's critical.
Especially when it literally affects the product's like performance.
Yes,
it's not
it
like, oh, this is my
affects-
opinion. This is something that's affecting it.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, because it's like a very obvious function. You know, there's an obvious function that needs to work for the interaction to work. You know, it's like it's a crucial part of the product that must be revealed critically. Reviewed. Sorry. Like games, I mean, anything outside of games. Anything outside of games, like animation, comics, and and shows, TV shows, all the other things. You can treat criticism as a maybe, like oh, let me brush that off, you know, like, but not games. You absolutely need that critical feedback.
Yeah.
Like the more brutal, the better, almost. It's so weird. It's such an INTJ field. I mean, like, it's a field that's good for people who can take critical feedback. But I have like come to accept the fact that this is just part of the medium need. You definitely need it. No, you cannot not have it. The critical feedback can come in a very nice way, as in like, I got stuck. I can't leave this town.
Yeah. But I think it's hard too, because if these people only have like no testers or little, they don't run into these problems versus
Yeah.
big
You don't think
games
about
can-
it. Yeah.
they literally have quality assurance testers for this to find bugs. Be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I noticed you don't have this, and like, oh, and they team of them, and these indie people can't afford that, or they're whatever, and it's like, of course they miss things.
Yep. We're gonna need that ourselves. Good thing I made a bunch of friends who are all devs, and
There
they
you
will
go.
be really good about that. Developers are extra extra good at giving you those critical feedbacks because they designed them themselves. So
Mm-hmm. Be a little darker back.
also, like hardcore gamers are also really good about it. That's what I heard.
T. Yes. There we go.
And I think the how to market your game guy mentioned that hardcore gamers are more forgiving actually of the game's
Oh.
problems. Yeah. It's the casual gamer that would expect the games. Actually, wait a minute. My husband actually counts as a hardcore gamer, but
Uh-oh.
give feedback like a casual. Anyways, I'm the one that's like really nice about it. It's like, oh, because devs may have this this need and that need, and the company may work this way and that way.
Mm-hmm. Where does this go to? What is this? Oh, it's over there. Oh no! There we go.
I really need to give her hand a little bit of shadow. I'm still learning how to like where to desaturate skin. I didn't do enough figure painting to remember that. I think it's in the shadows.
Oh.
I think it's always in the shadows somewhere. This is the part where I'm going like, let me figure this out. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
In that art, you kind of invest in experimentation.
Yeah, but I'm so used to this.
Oh.
I think my colors all came out better when I was more experimental anyway. What are you doing over there?
Me?
Oh. What, you're loading again?
Oh, you probably have to just close in because when I disconnected, it didn't refresh your window, so you probably just need to refresh it. I'm on
Okay.
Max right now.
Oh, there it is. He's like renting. He's renting.
Fitting for our mini rants right now.
Yeah, he's mini renting. He's a really fun character.
He's so good.
I'm painting him too.
Yay, Max! I love that he at least got a cameo, like even if he's not identified in eDef, people who follow Two Masters are like, hey, it's Max!
Yeah.
At the very, very end, I was so happy. I'm like, Max, you live!
Yeah, the more you know my characters, the more Easter egg you find.
So good.
It's in the books. One of my ideas is that when I make the paid version for right now, I'm still debating. I think I will. I don't want to, but I will. I want to collect more information first, but I might actually go with the idea of having 2 Steam page for one game. The one that's free, completely free.
Oh.
And because because like free games feedback versus paid page feedback completely different. So
Right.
yeah, you don't want to mix both on one. Yeah.
True. That's
Steam
that would
look
make
at them
sense.
completely different. Yeah, they don't like to mix. Mainly it's the
Yeah.
platform deep.
Yeah,
Yeah, mainly it's the
different audience.
platform. Yeah,
Different audience, which I guess that could work too if you do that, so it's not confusing for when you release it. If you do the different names, like each version is this one, and then the paid version is say like, you know, the extended or whatever, and that way's the paid.
deluxe.
Then it's
Just kidding.
clear, like, hey, it's part 2 with more. So yeah, so I think that's a good idea. It's just a little bit more work, but at least
It's more
down
money, more work, but
yeah.
so
I guess,
basically,
and
first version, just think of it as this advertisement.
yeah, which I guess maybe all we can see is once you do the first version, see how it goes, and then it might be like, oh, it's not so bad, let's just do it, versus, oh no, it's bad, let's do 2, gauge the audience, because you never know.
Never know, yep. Well, the one thing with Kickstarter is that you have to give a free Steam key, and then the first 7 paid, then you will get all the free reviews, and not the paid reviews, and that actually hurt the Steam page itself, I think. And the thing is, most of your backers are gonna be the first one to review your game.
Right.
It's kind of tricky.
Yeah. You'd hope for more, I think, Sunny's private reviews, so they're not like totally going crazy on you, versus like, hey, you have a direct line to me, tell me, so I can
but
take it and then do a public.
Maybe instead of depending on Steam page to push yourself, you should just aim for streamers. Just forget it. Don't worry about the reviews. Yeah.
Plus, it's utterly horrific.
Really, honestly, just the most important pushers will be streamers, big streamers that decide to play your game. Every freaking indie game that I know that did well is all because of streamers.
Nice.
Streamers. Like, they are the answer. That's why we're streamers now.
I mean, they are basically either paid or free advertisement in that they themselves are the ad.
Yes, they are the ad. We are the ad right now.
And then you get the personal experience in that you get to watch it and see for yourself, and you see like an actual reaction to it versus like a game trailer. That's one thing.
Yeah.
A walkthrough versus a reaction to it, and then that people kind of feed off of that now.
Yeah, Z was saying that change was so backward from Steam. I get the reason, but it hurts in those cases. Yeah, after Steam introduced Direct, really hurt the indie games. Yeah. I get why they need to, but it's like, be nice to have Greenlight back with some Direct on it. Like, sure, like let us pay $100 per title before we can even list ourselves to be voted on. Maybe that, we would do that.
At least something to keep the less
then we
away.
Can avoid shovelware as well as still keep the Greenlight itself. It's just such a pity that the Greenlight has gone away. And it was so helpful having Greenlight.
Why?
Well, ultimately, customer satisfaction on Steam is more important than the developers, unfortunately.
Makes sense. Customer. They drive the market, unfortunately, the consumers.
So if the consumers complain about certain features on Steam creating too much shelfware, then they just have to take it away. But I really think that there should be a way to work at this from both angles and do it better.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes
Hopefully.
companies go like, oh, it's just easier, just take it off.
Yeah, you know they had some board meeting about that, like, oh, this isn't working or it's costing us too much, let's just get rid of it. And then
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
else
yeah.
will come along in how many years and be like, hey, I remember this, people are asking for it, let's see the poll, let's just test it, okay, and then let's keep it, you know. And
Yeah,
that's
I mean, I
clean.
wish they did that. They didn't quite do that. Not for the developers, at least.
Mm-hmm. So you got that. Ta-da! Ta-da! There we go.
Yeah, see, you're gonna hear me rant about different platforms a lot. I have one developer friend that have like 3,000 following on
Whoa.
YouTube, and he's like telling me that his account's dead, and I'm like, really? That's bad.
Wow.
And then another one that's like 4,000 followers, and she's like, my account's dead, and I'm like, oh. I have only 1,000 and my account's dead.
Aw.
It's okay. We can also still use YouTube as free storage. Sorry.
That's
YouTube,
so
that's
true.
what you have come down to be.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's LOL, it's not renting, it's wisdom from experiences. Thank you. See, you're so nice.
There you go. I mean, it's true. You're not full on ragging on people.
I usually my complaints or rants are with the knowledge of coming from their perspective as well as my perspective. So
There you go. It fits the mood because Max is raging too.
Max is raging too. Yes.
The frustrations of a creative person.
Actually, Max used to be completely an action character. Now he's all like inventor and brainy and.
He developed. Oh my goodness.
His earliest role was very, very similar to Randy's.
Oh, interesting.
You know where he came from? He came from King of Fighter Terry. Can you see the resemblance now? Can you see it?
Kind of, I kind of recall it.
Not at all personality wise.
No, I love how when you keep characters old enough and don't tweak them, you can look at them and be. I see it. Like I think I shared the meme on the Discord about the whole thing of put your character influences in, and certain ones you look at, I'm like, oh, you can still see it, but I was like, oh, like personality wise versus design wise. Something's for design. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's a glaring, obvious influence kind of deal.
Yeah, Randy actually came from. Holy heck, I can see it. See, you can see it too now. Randy actually came from Guardian Heroes, which is a really old game.
Oh.
And if you check there, Randy is pretty much identical.
Oh, so good.
Jeremy came from Shining Force 3. Shining Force 3. Julian.
Amazing.
Doesn't look like Julian anymore. I mean, now he's got silver hair version, it's got a werewolf version, it's got a demon version, it's got a an angel version. He has so many versions now.
You got so many roles.
So how you tell your character is a favorite is by checking how many forms they got.
Yeah. Especially with me when I hardly draw and I see how many times someone's been like drawn or slightly tweaked, I'm like, this is bad. I see exactly. I'm like overly tweaked liking one character and totally ignoring my others. I'm like, I'm sorry, I love you, but I hate designing you. It's like, whoops.
Yeah, the more different forms a character have, the more favorites they are. Yeah.
I don't think did I can't remember if I showed you what the ones I did. If I don't, I'll look for them later. Send you and influences for original Hune and Neon, and it's like, oh, it's so painful.
Okay, sure.
Like one of them, the whole reason why I avoided doing to Neon was because you can definitely see the direct resemblance once I did it, and then I'm like, forget it. You're getting a goatee. I don't care at this point. I don't think anyone's going to make the connection. And in his current incarnation as Eon, you wouldn't really, I think, tell so much. His hair's totally different.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I'll dig later. It's funny when I look at your characters, I try to figure out which Sonic character personality-wise they are. I just like automatically, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can see it. I can see it. I don't even know that much about Sonic, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely Shadow. That's definitely Sonic.
Yep.
I was like, and then I was thinking more about Shadow's background the other day. I'm like, oh.
Except
man,
I don't have.
that is.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that is really like. I was thinking about more like, man, that's even more like certain tropes in like together with Shadow versus Lee. And I'm like, oh no, there you go. He technically is from the past. He lost a loved one, and then like different things. I'm like, oh, like thinking about it, I'm like, oh.
Him losing a loved one though, that one's like by accident.
Right, yeah, I get, because again, how Shadow lost his was violent, like he saw her.
Hey dear,
like,
welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. Yay.
Yes, what are her we were talking about older characters with the base personalities.
Yes, base personalities. I totally took like a whole crew of Sonic into mine.
And, you know her characters well enough, you can see it. But here, I have to. Machine did a mentor video about how to do writing characters. I'll dig it up later.
Yeah. And I'm tired. But I'm doing like really low energy stuff. This is my low energy piece. It's my low energy piece because I only have rendering left.
See, that's my. That one.
I'm glad you guys are here vibing with me. All right, this red dragon is Cyan.
Yas. It's Oni! Yay!
Yes,
Take him to
it's
the
Oni.
curb.
Actually, should just call it Oni. Yes.
Well, I mean, his
It's
what the
got
original.
Nun's spike.
Oh yeah, like I mean, his original was supposed to be like Emperor was, so it's like Emperor Oni.
Yes.
Technically, slap that together. There you go. There you go. Let's see if it was so. Was it? I don't think where it was.
Oh yes, I was thinking about for my game. I wanna eventually maybe get to that point of doing like a 365 days of events.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, but
that's an there.
I kind of want something new to start when somebody open the game every time for at least a year.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's one of those crazy ideas. Maybe that it could be executable, maybe not. Just a small event though, each one. It'll be like, say, they will all be like small events. It'll be like CD diary, my old CD diary, where characters are having trouble and you're helping them to solve it.
That'd be fun.
Yes.
So I think so. Right?
Just you're playing my role pretty much.
Alright. This was it. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Oh,
got
really?
your in-depth stuff.
Why is there so much this color and so much not that color? It's so weird. What did I do here? Darken? Okay, darken it is. Yes, I did a little tutorial for Sheena. Sonic with Sonic as an example, yes. Randy has Sonic in. I should probably do another one soon. I just don't know where to start though for the other ones. I literally have no mood to do any tutorials, so it's gotta be request by Sina or someone close to me. I may be able to do artist process recording and fast forward, but tutorial I really literally have no energy and no mood to it. Hey, are you okay? Are you still there? Alright, refresh. Oh, she's gone. Uh-oh. Oh, she returns. Internet stream. Oh. Here she returns, I think. Hello?
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
You screamed internet.
Yes. I don't know why it's randomly does that. I'm gonna have to call possibly Monday. I figure out what the heck is going on because I'm the only one on right now, so it doesn't make sense. Why it showed me. Oh.
It's just like one streamer was going like calling her internet company and going like, why is my internet connection crappy? And then the company's like, what are you talking about? We don't know. You have literally our best connection. And she's
That's
like,
great.
no, it's not true.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I didn't have this problem for months ago, and all of a sudden it started. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we never know. We will never know.
No.
Unless you're insider, we will never know. It's a mystery.
No, I need to know. It drives my people away.
I really, sometimes I'm so sick and tired of all this like very, how do I put it? Toxic, territorial company claiming. I blame the tech gremlins. Yeah, I'm like so tired of these territorial games that they play. It's just like, it's like they will literally block another company from coming in. Like say they blocked Google from providing Viber for certain areas, you know?
Yeah.
And they will even block Township from providing their own internet service. It's like, they'll sue them.
Like,
So little Township end up having to fight these giants. just to give internet service to their own people. It's so
See?
stupid.
It is. It's the big guys like, well, we should have that. It's
This
like,
is
no.
totally the what did they call it? The crown capitalism. As in, like, it's stalemate, not growing. It's the cancer. It's the cancer phase of capitalism when you get to this point.
Yeah, it's not good. Like,
Yeah.
no. Like, back, I was watching history series on the History Channel months ago, and they have a bunch of different series, like the Titans that made America, or the foods that made America, different things in the industries. And there was at one point before World War II, I think, the government came after companies, like limiting how much they could do and what they could do. And I'm just, at this point, I'm like, why haven't these companies in this age been slapped with the same thing? Some of these companies have way too much power, like the monopoly. Like, the reason why they came in was the monopoly happening, and it's like, we need to do that and start saying, hey, you now, like Disney owns, like, probably in just about every industry owns something, and it's scary if you think about it. If it was another company, you'd be like, oh, but because it's a family, like, entertainment, but the things that they own the news, own restaurants, they own, it's kind of crazy, like creepy how much they have their fingers stuff. It's not like, oh, we own this on our land. They own chains of everything, and it's like, like, yeah.
And Nestle too is another crazy, scary company. That's a food company. If you look at how many things they own and what they actually do, it's freaking scary.
Yeah, and exactly. This, you don't.
Yeah,
really
creepy,
think about
creepy as heck. I agree. See, it's like monopolies are spooky. Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, and it's like, when are you gonna stop these guys? Because it's never a healthy thing. I mean, for business, it's like, oh, we're the king, but it's like, yeah, then you're screwing up your people, or then something happens and they crumble, and then it's like, well, who's gonna pick up the pieces?
Yeah, we have.
So
it's such a delicate balance. Like, we have crazy big businesses that seems to get away with everything. The government can't do much about them, while the small people are getting hit with new regulations. It's so weird.
Exactly. It's like, well, technically it's entertainment, so we can do this, and it's like, they need to start with, like, how many multi-billions. It's like, okay, it pertains to, like, yes, this is entertainment, but you've gone too far. You can't be having this many under. It's like, it's a business, it's booming.
Yeah,
but it's like,
they probably should be hit with what was that called? That one
tariff?
law. What was it? The anti-monopoly.
They're overdue. Yeah, they're overdue for sure.
Technically, you can't hit them with it yet because they are still they still have competitors. They can claim that they still have competitors, so you can't really hit them with that full on.
And eating up. That's what part of the problem is. That's what got me more concerned. Like, the fact that they bought Blue Sky Studio, and as soon as they bought it, like, that shows you a move right there.
Yeah.
Like, they're going in and taking out the competition and literally ripping them apart and burying them in the ground.
There's a Viacom that's also just almost equally as big.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. It's part of Nickelodeon and a couple other places, but how many things they bought. Like, when you look at how many things Disney owns, that's not just
Disney is at a point so big a company that they have to grow by buying. They can't grow by product anymore. Yeah.
This is so true, but it's like outside of it. Like, again, they went into the point of that they got comics, they got Marvel comics, which is still entertainment. It works, but it's just like, this is concerning.
Yeah.
Like, nah, concerning. Placeholder, anyways.
I'm slightly less worried when it's entertainment company versus if it's something very vital, like a big tech company or hospital or like
Oh,
medical
yeah.
stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, that's more so like yeah. But either way, it's scary because it's one person or 3 companies technically controlling your consumption of everything. Which it's a little bit easier now because we have so many indie creators that if they hook up, they can start up a company and do stuff with it, and it's a bit better. But I've been noticing over the past within like 10 to 15 years, they turn. Like Netflix was good for a while, and now turning to horrible. Like how they have a formula that they're cutting seasons shorter.
Oh, that's
so they can
because
get
they're
more
only
out.
they borrow so much money. They are like in debt right now because they haven't really made the goal, like projected
Right.
goal of their subscriptions. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they did whatever that stupid thing, so then they lost a bunch of. So it's just, there's certain things that they've made boo-boos with, but you've seen how originally it was like, oh, this is great, someone independent Netflix will pick this up, and then they've turned into this thing of, oh yeah, we're going to cancel it mid-season, or we're going to give you a season of only 6 episodes,
Yeah, that's money
and 8
issue, yeah.
episodes. Yeah, money issue, but then also I heard partly too, it's a way to get around how much you pay to people, and it's like, and again, it's a money issue, but I'm like, that makes me sick.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like,
well, that's
like,
the money management problem, yes. They
Again,
were
it's like-
too confident early on and borrowed a ton of money, spent a ton of money. They had a phase where they would like give you very handsomely all that you ask. But now they are like, it's like they are tightening their belts.
yeah. Yep.
Also, with Disney and other the HBO and other competition coming in, they're not getting that much of an edge anymore.
Yep. Like, oh
Because
no,
I think families with children will probably tend to go to Disney instead of Netflix.
typically, yeah. With
Because
certain
Netflix
ways.
has just way too much adult shows.
Yeah, at least they have the kids' profile on there, but there's still stuff, because I always set up the kids' profile for when I'm working, you know, and there's some stuff on there I'm like, yes, it's kids, but this should be technically for like kids older, because I do not want the toddlers to be clicking on the stuff that I'm watching a show that's obviously for 10-year-olds plus, because then they have the issue of like sassy mouth. Oh, ooh, the sassy mouth that came off of that, and unfortunately, even if you get thumbs down on there, you can't block it.
Oh.
Like, we had to get rid of YouTube Kids on there, on her iPad, because she was clicking stuff and it was like, it's on YouTube Kids, but she's picking stuff that's for sassy older kids.
Oh.
And it's like, no, you're getting very sassy, that is it. And it's like, yeah, she said some stuff and I'm like, no way did she come up with that on her own. She heard it from someone, and I really doubt it came from in the house. And I said, I don't let her watch any of that. So I was like, oh my goodness. He said, what? Oh,
yeah, these are
so that's gonna be fun for you.
Yeah,
Yours says something, you're gonna be like so gobsmacked. You're like, what'd you say?
Oh.
What'd you say? Like,
yeah.
The more they talk, the more things come out, and you're just like, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh boy.
They're like, I'll tell you one.
Media policing is hard. It's very hard.
It's hard because, again, like when we're younger, it's a bit easier because there's little times you can watch TV. Now these kids have these screens and they can choose anything at any time.
Yeah, anytime.
And one thing she told me, what she say recently, either her mom had just changed or something, and she just looks at her and she goes, "You're not as pretty as you think you are." This is out of the sweet 4-year-old's mouth, I know.
Oh my god.
And again, this is not something I'm like, unless they came out of like her sister's mouth, because she has an older sister, I'm like, no way I doubt her sister said that, especially definitely not to her mom or to her friends in the house. I'm like, what the heck did she watch? Oh yeah, no, she got in so much trouble for that one, and I'm like, she has not said any of that crap to me. But I was like, yeah, you gotta watch what she watches, because I only let her watch educational stuff when she's with me, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, it's just really hard. Really hard.
it's again, it's hard because I don't think she didn't mean it quite malicious because at that age
Yeah,
they're still parroting, they're testing. I mean, I sure knew when I first really uttered my first real swear word. When I did it, it was like I was just parroting it, testing it out. I knew it was something to upset, or I was just saying it as because I was repeating it. I wasn't doing it exactly for a reaction. It's just like it's just something you say.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was like, okay, you do not ever speak to us like that. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it's funny, she told me that, and I stared at her, and she kind of get this like, she's really good. She's really repentful about stuff. She kind of like cringed in her seat, and I'm just like, yeah, don't you dare ever talk to me like that.
Ooh.
And her mom, same thing too. Her mom's like, oh no, she would not. She's like, her mom's like, I'd rather her talk to me like that than like you. Because then she can like discipline her right away. But like, if that was just so disrespectful for me as her teacher, that'd have been like, ooh, she said what now? I was like,
Oh boy.
yeah. But again, I'm glad that's so far what it's been. We've managed it. But I was just like, oh
boy.
yeah. So wait for that. When that happens to you, you're like, you done said what to mommy?
Oh god. Oh boy, how do you even like discipline this?
I mean, it depends, especially if they're doing it for like a reaction and you can tell they're gauging you, they want to see, and they're doing it for attention, versus you're like, don't you ever say that. You're like, no, we don't speak like that. That's not nice. Don't say it again. Okay. If they push it, that's when I'm like, don't you ever say that again.
I see.
Warning you now, and if you do it again, you're going to time out and you're not going to be able to watch a show. You talk to what their privilege is, you take something away from them, and then they understand consequence that like, oh, if I do this, I can't have that. And she's been pretty good about that. I'm like, she knows she needs to go in the corner. I try to not say like time out with her. I try to say calm down corner, and I tell her, I said, you have a sneaky attitude, go in the corner and leave it there. When you're done, come back. And she goes there, she comes back, and I go, did you get rid of it? Did you leave it? Yeah. I said, okay, you ready to start over? Yeah. And we're good, because that works for her. I literally tell her to physically remove herself, and I'm not trying to make it a punishment. I'm trying to make it a learning. You need to calm down and reevaluate yourself, because it's like, because then I've had kids where you say time out and they freak out, melt down, like as if you're going to like spank them or something. It's like, no, you just need to go. You need to, like, that's how severity is. Just they think timeout so horrible. They plain. I'm like, you need to go calm down. Come back when you're ready. Go sit over there, and that's kind of like teach them to remove themselves in a situation versus just spin out. And usually after I do that, she's good. She just needs that time to reevaluate, and she's good. But it's just when she said that, I'm like, oh, you said what now? Like, oh, not to me. You sure didn't. And it's like, nope, she didn't. I'm like, ooh, but it's just one of those things where you got to gauge what your parenting is and how your kid responds. Because I've dealt with how many kids over the years, and each one is either the super defiant one or the ones like she's repentive, she's good. I tell her once, she's usually good at it. Maybe she needs to be reminded again. I mean, I remember as a kid, I do that too. Like, I don't care if you would tell me off, I just would be a little squirt, and then all of a sudden I need time out just to myself. And it's like, it's natural, versus if you got a defiant person, like, don't do that. And like, meow, meow, rah! And you're like, okay, it's a whole, again, there's parenting and there's the children. You got to go by their personality. It's hard, and what motivates them. Like her, if I just say, oh, we're not watching TV, oh, she freaks out and she's immediately will be good. Versus if a defiant one will be like, no, and scream at you, hit you, throw themselves on the ground. I'm like,
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, then my baby is quite cooperate comparison.
Yeah, like I mean, when she gets probably about 2 to 3, it's when they can get a bit more, because they're developmental wise, they're more aware that she's probably, I'm sure, going to get a bit more stubborn. It's natural, but it's more so, how do you redirect the stubborn? Like, being stubborn is okay, but there's a healthy amount. Like, you have a choice. I tried this with her too, teaching her about choices. You can do this or you can do that. But they're still within my decision. Like, oh, you can wear this pants or that pants, or you can do that. So she still has a degree of control, versus certain boundaries or control it, and then she spins out because I'm not giving her any choices, and that doesn't help her later in life. It's like, how do I make a choice? I don't know how to make a choice. And it's like, you make good choices. I'm like, are you making a good choice right now or a bad choice? I'm like, okay, let's start over. And that usually, you know, if you say making a good choice, bad choice, that's usually correlates. And it's so much Daniel Tiger, like not even. It's been so helpful.
This is very helpful.
you.
Yeah, this is very helpful.
And I mean, it's taught me stuff too, like differently to try with them. And I at preschool because kids would watch it, and if I would say like Daniel Tiger or remember like Daniel Tiger, immediately they would relate to it and they would understand it and they would do it. Because if you're just, as kids, you can talk to the cows come home, tell them do this. That's not nice. We don't hit friends. They see it in real life, or they see to a favorite person in their show that they like. They're like, yeah, don't hit like such and such. They relate. And so I'm just thinking about those examples.
The
stories
power
are
of stories,
such. Oh man, that helps so much. Like not even with like that's so much doing with her. I'm like, oh man, remember like Daniel Tiger? You remember that? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So just take it easy as it comes, because you just don't know. Like I said, I've had like full on defiant, and I'm like, what do I do with this child? Like all you can do, like again, they're not my child, so what I would do with this child would be what you would normally do. But I was just like, ooh, this is like, you need some parenting books with this, because again, being strong-willed is good. It's when it's the defiant. Strong-willed defiant is when you have the problem, because then they're defying you, and they can possibly escalate to being, you know, disruptive to violent.
Yeah.
Like I watched her. She's a friend of the kid I watch, and I knew her before I worked. I moved from daycare. She's strong-willed defiant. When she's happy, she's the cutest, sweetest thing. When she doesn't want something, she's the same age as the current one. She will break down. She will cry. She will throw herself on the ground. This girl is so stubborn.
Oh,
she
wow.
refused to eat lunch with me. She would refuse.
Wow.
To eat.
She's pretty stubborn,
Yeah, and it's like, what do I do with this kid? Versus my current one, thank God, she gives me a headache sometimes, but she's good. She's manageable. This one, I'm like, oh man, if you're my kid, I probably would be like, I don't want another kid. You know, this one, I'm like, oh man, yeah. But again,
my baby is quite manageable right now. Yes.
Yeah, again, it's partly personality, partly parenting. They both go hand in hand. It's just how you handle it. And unfortunately, some of it she could be handled a lot better. And other stuff, it's like she just needs to learn to regulate and have more decisions, versus she's just so stubborn. Like, nope, I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to eat anything. It's like, okay, fine. You're not going to eat anything until you're super, super hungry. If you're hungry, you can have it again. Like, again, you can have choices, but this is something you don't get to be nasty about. And then, or you're like, you know, if you want this, you eat this, you can have that. Like, that kind of reasonable. Because, like, I want you to be happy, but why are you the different one? It's not like you have a food allergy that you can't eat this. This is even food that you like, that your mom even told me, or something that you brought, and she just didn't want it. Yeah, that was that was not fun time.
Wow.
Yeah. Nope. Yes, I'm like, oh, they're worth the pay, and there's other ones that's like, I need to be paid more. That's why nanny's so expensive. That's why.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
My nanny recruitment is not smooth, so I might actually end up not recruiting anyone and just go with school. Yeah.
I mean, if that can pan out for you guys and you can get her in there, that's good. I just know, like, here, it's waitlisted like crazy. Like, you have to get them in like 2 years in advance.
Actually,
sometimes.
oh wow. Actually, we just got in, so.
Yay, that's good.
So, okay. Yeah, because we just started to return to normal, and they have a whole class graduating. Then it's probably a good timing. Yeah.
No, that's good. And plus, you were worried about her socializing for her too, because with her, I would be concerned. Like with my kid, I take her out. I'm not concerned. But with yours, she only gets to go out to the park a little bit, and your house doesn't always have constant visitors, so she's not exposed to that. And she younger than my kid. My kid, I had her since she's 2. She was somewhat socialized before that, and she would get out, and she doesn't
Yeah.
have anxiety with new people. She might get a little shy, but she warms up. But I know you say yours is kind of like she needs it for like learning what's proper. She needs a playmate. And again, you do what your child needs and what fits for you. If this is what's going to nurture and help her, then by all means, go for it. Like,
Yeah, definitely will help her a lot
Yeah.
better if she has other kids. Yep.
potty training.
Yes, indeed. Exactly. Exactly. Body
And then-
training.
And if anything, they'll be on it too. So that's so helpful when it's like you and them at the same time. It's
Yeah,
not. So
yeah.
that was always fun at daycare, trying to do potty training with like talking to the parents, like they did this, they did that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I did mention on the forums on the enrollment going like she would run away sometimes. Oh no, she's waking up.
Oh no.
Okay, let me go check on her. Be right back.
All right. You got it, Zib. What do you mean it didn't turn out? You disappointed? No. It's a good thing? Oh. Wait, no, you did. Oh, you didn't think this drawing would be a success. I was wrong. Sorry, I misread it. You didn't think it was a success, but it was a success. Yes. Good. Awesome. Misread that. Yay! Yay! Oh no, you love it. Like, oh no, I'm dreading it. Oh no, good. Yas. Yas. Mwahaha. I'm almost done with this page. I'm almost done. I can poke at something else. I'm just behind, so I gotta do this. I got 2 more pages to go. Oh, good. This one has a simple background too. Bless you, Meijing. Simple background. I can take. This one has fairly simple too. Okay, so I possibly can get those 2 done too.
Back. She's back down. Yeah.
Yay. I was just looking at the next 2 pages and I'm like, yes, thank God. They're simple background.
Yes, they're all simple at that point. Yes.
Oh man.
Elise is traumatized.
I'm traumatized. Partly my fault, not enough practice, but also I'm like, oh my goodness, so much effort. So I don't know what's worse, backgrounds or mecha. Mecha with background. It's pretty bad.
I'd say mecha is still worse. Because mecha has color setting that you have to be more tight with. And backgrounds you sometimes can kind of fudge it.
Yeah. I just remember lasso tool. Like, none. Why do you take so ever long to color?
Yeah.
Like, I think I still could get with them like anywhere between 2 to 3 hours for a flat twist. And maybe I'm just slow, but I mean, it's like I'm lassoing and I'm bucket filling as fast as I can. But this is like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I say mecha is worse than backgrounds. At least even if you have like a ton of tents, they're all the same color.
That's so, yeah. Oh, the tents.
And trees, a ton of trees are still all the same color.
Which,
Similar colors at least. Nothing
at
like a small speck of things that you have to keep track of.
Yeah, like if at least with the trees, if they're all bunched together, I can just like trace around them and just do a tool, like the bucket tool, and then that way can work contained.
Yeah.
The tents start getting spread out, and I'm like individual triangle, gotta do it, and it's just like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Still, the tents is easier than the mecha.
And then here, spoilers, you put basically them into master. Oh, they're back! At least with humans, they're smaller. They're smaller, so it's not as bad, but still, I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
So many tents. Yes, I'm sorry.
No.
C is getting a kick out of this.
No. Okay, good.
Getting a kick out of our self-torture. No, sorry, I tortured you.
Why'd your colors quit? The tents. The tents. Two
Good thing you
tents.
didn't quit. Good thing you didn't quit.
It's like, what? The workplace is 2 tents? No. Too many tents. Oh. Oh, I've been on E-depth long enough. I think I can endure. I mean, I'm just doing flat. I think if I was doing full rendering, I would be crying.
Good thing we're not animating them.
Oh God. I'm so rusty with animation anyways, but if I was still having to do the in-betweens with the inking, or coloring's already a pain in the butt, but doing the in-betweens or inking already, it's like, oh my God.
I know, right?
No.
That's why it's a good idea to make us in 3D.
Yep. Even if you get 3D models and you change it to line art, like that's what's good about Clip Studio. You still have to bucket that thing.
Yes, I know.
Well, actually,
I think what I would do if I do 3D again is I'm just gonna turn off the lighting and just generate the flats.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is you just have the model and especially if it's the one model, it's not like you're mass producing them, you just throw the colors on the model already versus like Clip Studio, they're typically gray.
Yeah.
And that way it's always
just render out of Blender without lights, yep.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, look at that. Now we can just slightly cell shade it or something.
Yes. And then we just add in like lights and shades. You can actually, technically, if I study what they did with Guilty Gear with their 3D, theirs is technically a little bit almost like 2D already, the way they handle it. If I study what they did with the highlights and stuff, with their shading, then I probably can save even more time. Yeah.
Nice.
But I am probably just gonna go with. I'm probably not doing a mecha show.
No, again, the one where they do 3D models, and even then, it's
if we're doing anything with show, I'm gonna do CD Diaries, Mary Sue first.
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh,
yes, this is like a great parody piece that's funny, good for low budget animation, for testing things out. Yeah.
So
and it's funny.
Good.
It's fun to make, yes. It'd be a good warm-up piece.
It would. I think that's a good.
And it also be good for reach as well, because it's making joke on all the tropes.
Yes. Oh my goodness, so many funny tropes, like the self-aware. I mean, I think that's probably why Gintoki. I never.
Hello, Kudadu, you're back. Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. Yeah, Gintoki, I never seen the full thing. I've seen bits of it.
Yeah,
they make fun of present media or things like the fact that they made fun of like the awareness of like back when some shows were being dubbed over here in the US, that they were trying to censor it for kids. So like the kids who the smoking character is like I guess Sanji from One Piece. They make it so it's just basically like a toothpick, or he's a lollipop.
Oh no!
And then they literally, for Gin, he's in there, and I think he's in the classroom. They're like, no smoking in the classroom. He's like, I'm not smoking. It's a lollipop, and he pulls it out. He's like, I'm looking at it so fast, it's smoking. It's like straight up burn on the U.S. side of things. And
I know, right? Oh, that's a good burn. That's a good burn. And welcome to and we're doing good. Kudadu. We're doing good. Joking about things and talking about kids racing and and ranting about production torture.
We're kind of covering everything today. I mean,
Huh?
it's only been
What?
how long? Covering everything today.
Oh, okay.
All topics.
Yes, all topics, yes.
Right.
Me and Sina co-streaming again, and she's coloring my page, and I'm just coloring I'm just doing a very low energy requirement piece right now. This is my low energy requirement piece because I only have rendering left.
Which I love that you say it's low, and for me, rendering is like,
Oh yes.
it's so good.
Rendering is easy for me, at least for certain things. I'm not very good at rendering for specific material. Like, I should test out water. I just saw another day a pretty nice tutorial that someone did. Water rendering, gold rendering. Gold, I kind of have a vague idea. Leather rendering, I'm not good at. Just it's like some certain materials I'm not good at. Yeah, need to. And also specific, like a kind of a, those like kind of a spotlight rendering. Spotlight rendering. I am still kind of working on that. Yeah, creating the relationship between warm and cool and that spotlight effect. That's something I'm still working on right now. There's some artists that are really, really good at that, and their piece looks very magical. Right now, I can sort of create an ambient light very easily. But the spotlight, I'm still kind of figuring out.
This color is
I need to work on something like that. Yes. Need practice pieces again.
I just realized someone Max's pants too light. What? Why did I think it was one color? I didn't have it on his palette. What? What?
Oh, you forgot it?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that sometimes you're like, how could I forgot that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the past pages. Did I seriously goof on that too? I might
Well,
have to resend
his pants never showed up. Maybe.
Oh,
I really like the bird creature.
you know what-
Did you add it? Which creature? There's all they
the
all.
little, on your VTuber, what's the name of the bird again? You have
Oh
on your
yeah,
shoulder?
Peachy. Yeah, the little bird on my shoulder is Peachy. It's a live 2D creature item right now. Very cute. By one of the artists on Twitter. Uploaded, shared for free. You can download.
Yeah, I've been missing his pants. Shoot. Do you know what? I think what threw me off is because I haven't seen his pants, and then I was thinking of E-Depth. Like when he color was that green, and I don't know, my brain just went trippy or something. let me check the previous pages. Because I think when he jumps up, what page is that? Page 148.
The Peachy actually comes. This little bird actually comes in like an orange yellow originally, but you can, when you load the item, you can change the color. If you ever decide to become a VTuber, let me know.
Yeah, I gotta resend you only from page 148 to whenever Max appears, because his pants! Ah! How did I not grab it?
Well, now you realize that's good. It's still early.
It's still early, but I get mad at myself whenever I have to resend you something. I mean, I'm glad I caught it, but I'm just so mad at myself. Same thing with some of the pages, like the grammar stuff. I'm like, no, this is so
okay.
good. No. At least here it's easy. It's just literally this part of his legs, so that's easy to fix.
I can understand the frustration though.
And I don't want to be sending you notes when I send it. Oh, by the way, you gotta fix this too, because that's my job and I screwed up. continue.
I
It's like-
added the bird 2 days ago, maybe 1 or 2 days ago. By the way, I forgot to answer that part of the question.
It's recent. It's for sure
Yes,
recent.
very recent. Yep.
Alright, yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's there. Alright, oh, that's so stupid. Okay, okay, at least he doesn't have a pants showing there, but I need to go back. I think this is the first.
Eventually, I want to add my characters with looping animation on the starting screen.
Read, load. Come on,
yes,
let's go.
I definitely look forward to the idea of doing an episode on Mary Sue.
Much
On
fun.
Uber Sue. Yes.
Yeah, Ubazoo.
Oh, I should probably link that.
Yeah, hang on, I got it.
You got it? Okay, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I got it. Yeah, I'll stop in there.
It's a short that got the stamp of approval from my readers. That's funny. From all my readers, actually.
Yeah, still 7 series.
It's just me joking about Shonen Jump tropes.
Yeah. So it's
One of the ones I still remember. The one of the jokes I still remember is like how the main character will never get hurt. At most, the shoulder gets cut. It doesn't matter how powerful the move is.
the god modding.
It's a god modding. Yeah.
Like even when we call it Uber Sue, but then it's subtitled Mary Sue's Unleashed and also Attack of the Mary Sue's God Modding Unleashed edition. I think I'm like, how many titles on this thing? Like, because again, that's like part of the trope is like how many nicknames are you going to have for this? So, yeah. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh my goodness, I remember redoing this for us before I uploaded it. Oh my goodness. Oh, flashbacks. Yes, the nods to Bleach. Oh yeah. Oh, that didn't hit me. Oh, maybe it scratched my cheek. Maybe it tore up my clothing a bit. Oh, it's so
Oh, you colored
good.
it. I didn't even notice. Oh, you type? Did we type everything? You typed everything.
I retyped everything that I uploaded to TapBuzz.
Wow. Oh wow. I did not know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Now I know.
updated.
Now I know. Good job. It's beautifully
Yeah, I
edited.
again, I uploaded this like how many go to probably like shoot. When did we do that? Does
That's
it say-
hilarious. Yes.
Oh, 2015. I
I did the
uploaded this-
DBZ thing too.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
sorry.
And the one hit thing.
But it's so true because I get why it's kind of like typical fight movies. They want to like extend the fight. They make it cool, so they minimize what's realistic.
Oh, this is
That will take you down.
so gonna be very hard to make an episode out of, but it's gonna be so worth it.
So funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the whole thing about the cut
Yeah.
that blows up a planet
Yes.
and then it hurts like it's a normal cut against him. It's like, oh my goodness, so
So
OP.
funny. Yes.
So OP.
Yes.
So OP.
I just see like how many things I can actually do with live 2D and versus how many versus how many things will be like actual animation.
Oh, I'm so dead. I forgot about the whole sudden transfer to a school setting and
Yeah,
leave
sudden
and
transfer
really
and amnesia. Yeah.
love at first sight and like the children is
Oh
like, you're not allowed
god.
to like her.
I did that. Oh my god.
You're not allowed to like her. Like,
Oh gosh, so embarrassing. I
found
did
you.
that.
I have found you with Princess of the
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Yeah, the
I'm
princess thing.
Kingdom. It's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, Angel.
So
You have me.
hilarious. Yeah.
So true, though. Oh, it's so true. I'm dying. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know you truly. Are you a new student? And then Brandy's dying. Ew. And it's so good because there's elements of this in depth, just not to this corn. Oh, I'm dying. I'm crying. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Lean is ready to tell Randy, like, here, you can borrow my notebook. Oh, okay. You blushed. You get lights. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. I would not mind doing that either. Doing the line through that if possible.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, so it's really really fun. This is why I'm thinking to use this as our first episode.
man, like even if we only manage to do like an animatic version of it into some sound
Yeah,
and some
I
light
think I want to
voiceover.
use a lot of the Kill la Kill episode 2 technique for this.
I still
So
need
we
to watch
only
that.
animate a few action sequence, but the rest are all just animatics. Yeah, and
Mhm.
live 2D. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still watch that show. Actually, I've only seen like the first one, I think.
And then see how it does. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I was
So
looking
sick.
at the studio account, and I'm like, in order to get 4,000 watch hours, we have to make actual shows.
Yeah.
Tutorials won't cut it. People don't stay. And
Mhm.
I'm not a musician, so I can't do music.
Greg!
Otherwise,
Greg!
yeah, otherwise music is a pretty good 4,000 watch hour for a guarantee tool.
Yeah, and plus too, even if you do like a long video of like an hour, like now I'm giving this channel how many hours of views because I literally put it on for like 2 hours, so that
Yeah.
counts for them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's what I should be doing.
Yeah,
that for Greg.
music, a good piece of music that's an hour long like this, or 2 hour or even 10-hour long. People will loop it and put on replay and
Yeah.
come back again and again. It's so easy to generate 4,000 hours with that. But with animation, with tutorials, it's impossible.
Mhm.
It's very difficult. So either become a musician or become an episodic creator.
I mean, I wish I could compose. I've done only so little bit, but I'm like, I will. You will. All right, here you go. First shot of because I totally did not give him the right color piano. This is I need to know. This is,
But it is not easy to generate like a whole hour of music. That's at least 6 different songs.
yeah. Or we should just go like long version, and then someone comes up with a 5-hour, then a 10-hour, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, most people who did that, they took music from multiple artists usually. But there are some artists that are pretty good at composing. Usually I would say the artist that does really relaxing music are able to compose the longest. Because their music is slower paced and easier to drag on. Yeah. And people don't mind the repetitive quality because it can loop really well.
Or it's within enough that you can't tell. Versus
Yeah,
if
you
it's
can't
like
tell, yeah.
5 minutes, like, I just heard this. You know?
Yeah.
Max. Fix your pants. I need to finish.
I do want to learn music and composing too, but that's going to be a while before that happens.
Like, hey, Greg, you gonna open up your class for grown-ups? Private session?
Sorry, I can't afford Greg.
I don't want both. Oh man,
I am literally getting classes from online classes, like subscription. I mean, not subscriptions, like one-time buy even. I don't do subscriptions.
Here we go. Come here.
They have those classes, so yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Let's do that.
With Greg, I probably would pay for that kind of service when I am getting to a point of needing a kind of constructive criticism that's difficult to obtain outside the class setting. Yep.
Definitely, especially with his caliber.
Yeah.
All right, that's one page down. I fix the pants. One.
Good job. Good job.
I jinx myself. I'm like, oh, I'm on this page. I can switch to something else, and then I'm like, what color is this? No.
I'm probably
myself.
going in another 15 minutes because it's almost 2
Okay.
here.
Oh yeah, that's late for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, get these pants done. Get these pants done. Oh, good. Down here. Where are you at?
Except I don't think I can get Jeremy to play teacher anymore. He refused.
Burned out, man.
He only wants to play janitor now. The most OP janitor, I will let him be.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, what?
That'll still be funny, yes.
It would be, because then you think this unassuming guy accomplish job here, he swings a mop or a broom and like knock something out of the park, and then we're like, janitor's secretly a god.
Janitor's secretly a god.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, if
That'd be hilarious, actually.
part-timer,
That would be really hilarious.
like Devil's a part-timer, he works at McDonald's.
Oh yes,
basically.
Devil. It's like Devil as a part-timer vibe, totally.
And it's like, why are you in this pitiful job? And it's like, either it's their choice or like that's all they could get with their non-existent credentials, because god powers don't work like that. Like, I can't just give myself the position of a company. Like, always I'm disrupting the flow of the world kind of deal.
He's his
But it's so
choice,
funny. Ball comes flying towards someone. Watch out! He just goes whack, and they're like,
That's a good idea, actually.
I love those kinds of surprise characters, honestly, where it's like they seem
Jeremy's
so
too OP right now that let's say a bucket flies toward him, it won't even hit him because he's got the OP shield. He has every superpower there is right now. He won't even bother to dodge it. Just won't even bother.
Watch out.
Yeah, he's like Goku right now.
Oh, I'm like,
it's like doesn't even feel it,
like,
pretty much. Huh?
Like, that has to be boring. But it has to be boring as a character. Like, you get so OP, nothing phases you until you introduce someone else's who's OP, which basically what they had to do to Super was, what's his name? Basically the Sphinx Cat God. Like, that's the only one who can rival him. Like, that's the only way, is literally have him against the god. And I don't follow the
Jeremy's his plight is not being OP, is more like the fact that he's too OP, that everybody's distancing from him.
Oh, he's so lonely.
So the his socializing is very difficult right now.
Poor guy. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, so he is literally scary to everybody else. So he is like also hiding from people.
Makes sense. Versus like that traditional like bad boy, it's so powerful you stay away. And at this point, he's like so low key because he's the outcast, and so he's like
okay, this experiment totally makes me think of, if God is in our world, he'll be like super low key.
Well, I mean, basically culturally, that is what happened. He was a carpenter, basically, from a backwater place, and that's why everyone's like, our savior wouldn't be from a backwater hole and be a carpenter, and it's like, yes, he would be. It's like, again,
actually, when I am playing a goddess in my own world, I go super low-key too, because there is literally no desire and no need to prove that you're OP at all.
I mean, you smite everyone so much, like, what good is your world except fearing you or whatever? And you're just like, no,
actually, you don't want to smite anyone at all. You just want them to, you just kind of want them to get along.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm almost there. Fixing the pants.
And I was like
there you go.
designing trying to design a currency for my game, and I'm like, I have no currency in my world.
Like it'd just be like trade based then, like a trade
It's
based.
favor based, trade based, yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I'm giving them, not for the sake of convenience, I'm giving them monopoly money.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, oh, you can play with this gold coin-ish thing. Go ahead. Let's just make everything easier to measure. Because I want shop NPCs and stuff, and some characters want to run shop, and I'm like, oh, I guess I need some kind of currency there. Here, monopoly money.
Oh, there you go. Man, yeah, I was trying to think of currency in my world the other day, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll call them this, because I think there's actual money called that.
Oh, could I do it? My time is almost 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah, it's late.
It's really running late for me, yes. I'm gonna end soon.
Yeah. Like, oh.
It's really
Z.
2 for me as well. Yeah, for Z, it's very late too.
Dude.
Thanks for staying up with me. Well, I'm almost done anyway. I should be done any moment now.
Yeah,
I just want my moment of freedom to last a little longer.
Yeah. I'm just switching really quickly because I've been poking at Mary. Like, what's handsome face? I can't decide on a handsome, youthful face. Oh. So, like, I think.
Oh
I
no, you
found
got
something
work at 8 a.m. tomorrow? I'm sorry.
No. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I don't want you to get into any accident.
Oh my goodness. Saturday, why do you need to get up that early?
Well, you may be still able to catch 6 hours.
Oh my goodness.
You just laugh.
Z, you're just so bad. Z doesn't like to leave. He likes to watch what's going on. It's like, oh, it's so entertaining. Yeah, it's so lame.
I'm glad you liked staying around though.
Oh man. Let's see. Handsome face. Handsome
It's
face.
fun, he says. Thank
Oh
you.
my
I'm glad you think you find it fun.
I guess
It's definitely a kind of synergy when we are both talking to each other.
There you go. Debating about all this.
Good thing there's still a few characters not scared of Jeremy, but a lot of characters are like staying away from him.
Poor guy. I would think the more rebels, like Randy, probably be kind of like shook up, but still like, hey, like he seems
Yeah,
like.
Randy is so dense.
I mean, I think that's his charming point. Is like, yeah, he doesn't worry.
Yeah,
about
he
the
doesn't.
danger,
He doesn't
or
take it seriously. He really doesn't. Like even after Jeremy threatened him, he still doesn't take it seriously.
This is the same idiot who stood up to like a how many foot tall mech on
Yes.
a board.
Yeah, he will fight a Mac. Yes.
And
Randy's policy is that I will fight you to get to know you.
yeah, and
That
then,
is very ESTP actually.
Yeah, and then that's why he can stand being around Lee. Like he doesn't like his policy, but he can stand him because he's literally a spot.
Yeah, Randy is actually very, very flexible. So
And yeah, it's like, you're an idiot, but you're a good idiot, kind of deal. like, hey, you're scary. Oh wait, no, never mind. You're a good guy. And everyone else is like, what? It's like, no, man, we're buddies now.
with Randy, ironically, is that if you are too passive with him, doesn't work.
Makes sense. He kind of just. He's an action guy, so it really doesn't.
Yeah,
make
he's very
sense.
very action oriented. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, you're working on Maverick. Got it.
Yeah. Like, handsome, 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. face. I cannot decide on the face shape.
Uh,
Because handsome, youthful. I'm like, wait. Because I'm like, shoot, now his jawline
yeah,
is
that's
like
a really
too
pretty
much,
boy you
thick.
chose there.
Right, it's so good. I'm glad. So I'm like, what? Do I have his original? I fixed up his jaw a bit. It was more round. And I'm like, no, now he looks too baby face. He's supposed to be roughly look 19, but I'm still debating like more to the edge of like 20. And I'm like, and again, this guy is currently 22. So I'm like, this is kind of perfect.
Good. Glad you
So
found
I'm
your
like,
guy,
hopefully,
your model.
I hope. So I'm like, long as he looks, I mean, if you think he looks cute, pretty, because he's supposed to be all about his looks. So I'm like, I've gone from rounder to more pointy, but I don't want soup, because Vex's shape is very interesting, like more rectangular with that squared off, like not quite squared off chin, but So, yeah. Z. Yeah. So hopefully, I was looking it up. What did I see? I googled handsome Chinese actors.
You googled handsome.
I did, because I'm like, my taste or what is their taste? And there's literally a Quora.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he showed up.
Oh,
and I'm like,
I remember somebody googled. I think it's one VTuber, Stella. She googled top 20 most handsome anime character, and she saw the list and she's like, "Who made this list?" Oh, it's hilarious on her TikTok.
Oh, it's so good. I know sometimes like, what are your tastes, or are you going by look, or are you going by personality, or both? Like
Should
my
be
taste
both.
just pretty
But
boys.
I gotta admit that there is not. I mean, if you're talking about anime characters, not that many really good-looking anime characters. They are pretty good-looking, but not like game character good-looking. Game characters generally look better.
My first real fictional crush. Right there.
What?
My first fictional crush was Tidus from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, there it is.
It's right there on my background right now.
Yes.
Which for various reasons.
Okay,
so, yes,
okay, I gotcha.
I have a thing for that kind of general look, which I kind of pushed into one of my characters, one of my heroes actually. He's basically heavily influenced Tidus. I hate that. I think say Tidus. But yeah, like playing blonde hair, tan, pretty and outgoing kind of deal. But yeah.
Oh, good to know your first video game crush. Yeah, video game, especially Final Fantasy, characters have very, very gorgeous design, I gotta say. There's nowhere the anime character can match it, because it's just the detail level cannot be matched.
No, like I can't think of any right now. Like certain ones are eye-catching, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of cool, but the game that's like, and I partly blame, I think, of all the ones I've liked, of course, it's Final Fantasy, but like Nomura is always like gets this look of the characters down. Like, oh, they're cute, they're handsome, she's pretty, and it's just like, no, they know.
Yeah,
and also
that character design is real good.
It's funny, his general design, sometimes they have a...
Yeah, actually I've seen so many people, like a whole generation of artists being influenced by Final Fantasy right now. That's literally what's creating the current trend,
Like, he has a very certain general same shape, I noticed, for the more thinner characters. But rendered, there's definitely a difference there. And they look, versus anime, I know it is not all anime, but about the same face. When it's switched to girls, it's literally the same face, just maybe the eyes are a little bit different hair. But for games, they're so different. They feel real, they feel original. It's just like, oh, this is my waifu, and she looks like her four other sisters,
I over-rendered. Oops.
Oh no! It looks cool. He looks so shiny.
It's a little bit too shiny. I need to tone it down.
Oh man.
It's suffering from one issue. Is basically the shadows on both sides are too even.
Oh.
That's over rendering. Yeah. That actually brings the quality of the piece down from, let's say, a 4-star to a 3-star because of the flat rendering.
Okay.
A little note there, yes.
The more you learn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a intermediate artist mistake.
Yeah, see, I won't make that mistake because I'm a beginner.
Oh.
Rendering minimal.
Minimal.
Minimal. There you are. Okay. Get it. 16, 3, probably pull down it here a bit.
When rendering, you have to remember lighting direction and the form and the volume and the texture.
It's an art. I'm just like, I just want to draw. What do I need to think?
If let's say if I'm coloring right now, coloring to master, you're coloring the flat on top of the flats. There's even more things to think about. I have to think about the lighting condition. I have to think about the cold and warm colors, the emotion, what color to use for the emotions, and yeah, no.
So many decisions. Yeah, see, that's at a point I get turned off. I'm like,
yes.
no. Too much thinking. I just want to do. That's why writing is already hard enough. I'm like, just do this and do that, and not the visual worry about. Like, there you go. None of that.
Visual so powerful though.
Oh no, it is, and I totally admire. But I'm just at a point I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, I can't. The decisions.
Yes, quite a bit of decisions. I really need to update the TikTok on the game progress. I actually have something to update. I just need to find time to do it. Between my last update and now, so many. I think there's at least 1 or 2 months went by. Oops.
Yeah. That current. Oh, it's gotta do that. Keep the audience like, what happened?
Oh, getting there. Well, at least when it's zoom out, it's not. It looks like a silhouette. Like a dark silhouette. I probably should give it more rim light. Like backlighting, I guess. Yes, backlighting. We're getting there. Give a different shiny eye color just because.
Which character is the one with the different eye color? Is she a new one, or
I don't have any, and so she's the only one.
I just don't recognize her, so I'm like, who's that?
She's new, yeah. Brand new. The thing is, after the fallout with the ex-friend, Max lost his partner.
Oh.
From that joint studio venture thingy. I mean, from that joint crew thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Fictional crew thingy. You know how like friends would do pair ups.
Oh yeah.
Pair ups of characters from different party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was like single for a long time, but then like the ex-friend paired him up with someone that really fits him.
Aww.
And then after the fallout, it's like it's gone. So
Aww,
I have to find someone for him.
Don't be lonely. Don't be lonely, Max.
I'm not quite sure if the new girl will work out. We will see.
Oh man.
If not, they can at least be friends.
There you go.
I never know if they are gonna work or not.
run them through the whole thing of, was this personality compatible
Yeah,
with this?
I sometimes I would do personality that I think should work but doesn't work. You know?
Oh man, yeah. It's
It's
like
like
I'm gonna make it work.
I did try to pair Ing up with Kent after the split up. They end up just being friends. It's really like
Yes,
they really fit. Like one is ISFJ and one is ISTJ. They should fit, but no, they're just friends. No chemistry whatsoever. No.
yes.
They both
They-
like weapons. They really
that's why
should
I'm like,
fit, but no.
nope,
Same
they're
type
buddies
too,
with that.
but it's not working.
They're like sibling friend vibe. Like, yeah, cool, you're cool. Yeah, you're cool. All right, shake hands.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
it. Yeah.
no, he was a kid. Oh man, no, I gotta make sure they're compatible for fights. I'm like, literally, this is what you were made for. You're supposed to be compatible. It's like,
You never know. You just never
beyond.
know.
See, this is why, no wonder why when hook them up, they just make a super flat character. Because of course they go well together. Because the other one's so well.
Other one, what? Are you there? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just when my characters, when they develop, I never really know exactly how they're gonna turn out. So
You just let them play
so
around.
I'll
and
be
it's,
like,
oh,
okay, this should match. This is the same type of personality, but we'll see.
Sounds like throwing them together in Sims. You're like, okay, you guys figure it out.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it's like I have to run them through simulation and see whether when they meet up, it's actually gonna work or not. This is the fun part of playing God. Goddess, in my case.
Yeah, I think you can kind of.
It was easy to find someone for Yuki though, for my anti-Snow White character.
Oh yeah.
Her name is Yuki Shiro, literally means Snow White.
Right.
Like Snow White, yeah, Yuki Shiro, Snow White. Japanese name, doesn't act Japanese at all. On purpose.
There you go.
She constantly tried to be cute and sexy though.
Oh man. Yes.
And believe in she is very adorable as a character. She also believes in happily ever after.
So funny because all we see so far is in Edith, and she's basically a brat, or she's a one-off character kind of. So we don't really get to see
You
her.
don't. I have done some short on her, but at first when she first came in, she scared away every guy that she's trying to pursue.
Oh no!
She's so direct. The guys are like not used to it.
So pariah. Run away! Like
And
where's
they're like,
everybody?
they really like, and the guys will be like, I get what you're trying to do, but it's not working.
Oh, poor thing.
So she actually couldn't find any guy for a long time because of it.
Oh no.
And then my ex-friend came in and created, and then we ended up pairing them up with a character that really admire her silliness. Then
Oh.
to me, it's like Jessie found her gems, you know, that kind of feeling from Pokemon.
Yeah.
So later on, I went that direction.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so good. I can see that. The strong female and quirky, but then the guy like admires her and kind of goes with the flow, kind of pushed around, but he's still really good.
Yeah.
The other half.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's so good.
So now I have a by accident now I have a Jessie and James from Pokemon, kind
that's
of
so
pop
good.
couple in my crew.
I love that because they work as like
They are
friends,
so
slash
funny, yeah.
co-workers, but also they can be something more because their relationship is never like setting
Yeah.
on Pokemon, but always just like kind of funny co-workers, like
Yeah,
brothers,
they
sisters.
are so fun. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. Jesse and James is like definitely made a mark. It's still popular today, actually.
Do you know what? It's funny.
Of everyone who saw the
think they're
show.
they're probably the only one I've seen of that last because I know it started more in the 80s to early 90s. They had the classic three-man trio, like well, I'll say trio with bad guys. Like I noticed it watching some other anime. It was like the guy and two girls, or it was the girl and two guys, whatever, and that was the bad guy trope. And you don't really. It was more so in kids animation, but then now I notice it's usually just the one with some lackeys, but it's not the three. Like to date, the only one I can say in recent memory that I know of that I saw was from Dinosaur King, and it's the strong female character and the two guys. And I think for Dinosaur King, they straight up got the original Pokemon cast. Kid is Ash's original voice actor, I think. And then the head lady, I think, is Jessie's voice actress. I think.
Okay.
So I definitely got the correlation, but I think in all, they phased, again, I haven't watched a ton of the kid shows, they phased out the whole three-man opponent kind of deal, and only Jessie, James, and Meow have really
Stayed
from that, from the 90s.
Wow. Yeah, because they're so funny.
They are. They're so good.
They're so funny.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Blasting off again. Team
Totally.
Rocket's blasting off again.
Because the only other one I know of to compare of off the top of my head is Mongolian Knight, and that was the same thing. The bad guy, and then his two girl lackeys, and the one was Gluko was the airhead. She says so on like. If you're like smart with glasses, like no, she's the airhead kind of deal. But yeah,
I'm glad you know all your tropes and memes. I can learn from you.
Well,
I don't know much.
I don't know much either. I just see what comes my way and then I Google. That's all. And or there's tvtropes.com. I'm trying to read up on that.
Tropes. At least you read that. I don't.
Yeah, like I try to figure out my characters. I'm like, let's go to TV tropes.
Oh, TV tropes. Yes.
Yeah, TV tropes.
Actually, I think somebody did a TV trope for my characters.
Oh, when do you look that up? It'll be so fun. Just for a second.
I don't remember if they are referencing the TV trope for my characters or they are actually including my characters in the TV trope. I don't remember which one. But either way, that was definitely referenced to me before.
I had to put my headphones real quick for something. All right.
Not leaving.
Who?
I don't know. People are not leaving yet. It's getting late, guys. And why am I still painting? I don't know. I want my freedom a little bit longer.
Z, seriously, go to bed.
Go to bed. Yeah.
Go to bed. You're not on my time zone. Go to bed.
Well, he just laughs.
I'm very concerned.
Yes.
Shoot, I keep. There we go. Thing start getting. Oh, let's get rid of that. There we go. More thing. I'm trying to tie it back to what his original self was. Oh my goodness.
Later, I'm gonna, after I finish the building the back from the dragon, red dragon, I'm gonna do some translucency for its wings.
Ooh,
Can't do that
yeah.
right now because the building's not finished. Yeah. Probably need to tone down the red too. It's too strong right now.
There we go. It's original. What's an original arc? Original. So anime. What was that?
I think right now with me, I literally only pulled up references for background drawings. And the characters is like only if I can't remember their details.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on winning the game again, see?
Oh. Only because I'm not. Ha ha ha.
Oh yes, it's because Elise is not playing.
I'm distracted.
You're working.
Once. Always when you're doing costume design change and hair design, you're like, revamp. Character. Then I'm looking at previous.
Oh yeah, somebody
Commission.
did that picture for you, yes.
Yes, Nori. If you remember Nori.
Yes, I remember Nora, yes.
Nori did that
It's
generously
kind of,
for me.
oh yeah, but kind of not active for a while, yeah.
Yeah,
Certain artists, I'm like, where did they disappear to?
I think they finally posted something like last year or something. I asked and they said they were busy with like actual work stuff. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
but-
Nori was working for, last I heard from
Yeah.
Nori is like working for a video game company in Taiwan, yes.
Which makes sense too if you don't have time for yourself or you have the non-disclosures where you can't post anything new because then like, ooh, you might steal one of our ideas, and then I know that happens. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are certain things like if you are under a certain contract, you can't say, you can't post anything yet.
yeah. So that makes sense why people go dormant. It's like, oh look, you must be in the industry because you can't
Oh,
post nada.
wait. Skyer Slayer rating with a party of
What?
1.
You-
Welcome. Oh,
Party of me. It's
thank you for rating me.
It's still a party, yay!
Yay.
And so hard looking at old commissions I got. I'm like, aspects I still like.
Yeah, hello, welcome. I'm just working on this illustration, trying to finish it up. It's a grand looking piece right now, but it's really just my low energy piece because I only have to render now. I don't have to draw much anymore. There's only one task. Oh, thank you.
Alright, well at least I got did I get
I love dragons, so there's plenty of dragons in this one.
Yeah.
It's actually this piece is like a parody of Monster Hunter.
It's a very nice parody.
Thank you. Well, I actually did a Monster Hunter, add in some kind of traditional fantasy with D&D. So it's just like a mix of things. Half joking how in Monster Hunter everybody's hunting dragons, then dragon will be like going extinct.
Pretty much. Exactly that.
Alright. Yeah, you better go. Go rest. Thank you.
See, go to go to bed.
Skyler needs to go to bed first.
Oh my god, Sky too. Everyone go to. It's almost midnight for me, so you guys need to go to bed unless you're Hawaiian. which I doubt you
I
guys
really
are.
should go to bed. I know.
You're on a roll. This is the
It's one of
artistic
those.
people.
Why am I still awake?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
okay.
you. Thank you for
Drink
the
coffee.
follow. Yay!
Ziv, who drank
Yay, everybody
coffee
dancing.
at what time? Ding 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 ding. The middle leaking it. Yeah.
It's always such a pleasure to see the little characters dance.
It's so fun. It's so cute when Kirby does it, though. I'm like,
Oh, do you guys
no.
want to try Kirby? I can try Kirby.
So cute. See, because it's funny. I set it so mine has the fire, and so then when I dance, it looks like I'm like juggling fire, but it's just the way it's pixelated. It's just so funny.
I can
That was
download
great.
Kirby too and switch to Kirby for a little while.
I was looking at it. I'm like, no, I can't have.
In terms of customization, I still like Blockman better though. And Kirby is like just changing colors. Oh, my baby is up again. What the? Okay, I'm gonna check on her, and I'm supposed to go anyway. So
Yeah, hopefully she goes down soon and sleeps through the night.
I better go check on her before she like not go back to sleep. Good night, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Good night.
And Sky, sure we can plan a stream art together one day. See you. Good night. Thank you, everybody.